Hello, I'm here again talking about anger. I thought I would share what has happened to me recently because it just might be helpful in terms of coping, dealing with anger in yourself. So, several days ago, actually, I became aware of feeling uncomfortable, just not happy, not satisfied. And then I started noticing how I was responding to people and to situations. And then I realized actually I've got some anger bubbling along there. And I didn't manage to stop and just let myself feel it in my body, even though I tried, but that didn't work. That's what I talked about in the last video. So maybe it won't work for you either. But it varies, depends on what's going on, what else is going on. Anyway, that didn't work for me then. I was like just too invested in it. I wanted it. Strange. Anyway, it kept popping up. Even like, I don't know, I was critical of the person doing some gardening for me because she pulled out some plants I wanted. And then I got into a whole train of thinking about, do I keep her on? She charges too much anyway, and all that blah, blah, blah. And so I noticed that. And I was being really triggered by what was going on with my website. Because my website has been being updated and things been added. And I've been asked to do bits on it. And sure, I can write words, but when it comes to actually doing stuff with the actual technology of it, I was getting so angry. And I was angry at them. But actually, I was angry at myself for finding it difficult to do. And then I popped into the supermarket yesterday. I wanted some mandarins because I'd run out. They've been yummy mandarins lately. And then I see that they all come from Australia. I'm in New Zealand, and I much prefer to buy food that we produce rather than something from overseas. I don't object to Australia too much, but certainly when things come from South America or the United States, I don't buy it. So that also made me feel angry. And then I was realising that there'd been quite a few other times when I felt angry about silly little circumstances. And it was just carrying on. But it was like I wanted it to be there, or it was giving me something, or unconsciously, and I didn't know what it was because I wasn't using my mind to figure that out either, really, even though I wanted it. I wanted to figure it out. Anyway, after the Mandarin thingy, not long after I got home, something shifted in my body, and I don't know what caused that shift to happen. But suddenly I felt expansive and happy and content. It was so amazing. The change was such a contrast. I don't know. I just don't know what I did or what happened to make it change. The only thing that comes up for me is that I was allowing the anger to be. When I tried my one technique of just stopping and letting myself feel, didn't work. So then I just let it be. I noticed how I was responding. I noticed my body sensations. I noticed my thoughts, but I let it be. I didn't do anything with it. I didn't try to get rid of it. I didn't try to figure it out. I just let it be. And then it all changed. So, if you have anger coming up, or some other emotion actually, just let it be and notice what takes place in you. Notice your body sensations. Notice your thinking. Notice the way you respond without trying to have a specific technique to deal with it, cope with it, get rid of it. Just let it be.